See, I've come to understand that every single thing Jesus did in the Bible wasn't just an incident, but a whole deep message that takes the wisdom of God to understand. See, I want us to read Luke chapter 5. Let's just start from the 2. He saw 2 boats by the lake, but the fishermen had gotten out of them and were washing their nets. He got into one of the boats, which was Simon's, and asked him to put out a little way from the shore. Then Jesus sat down and taught the crowd from the boat. When he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, Put out into the deep water and lower your nets for a catch. Simon answered, Master, we worked hard all night and caught nothing, but at your word I will lower the net. When they had done this, they caught so many fish that their nets started to tear. So they motioned to their partners in the other boat to come and help them, and they came and filled both boats so that they were about to sink. But when Simon Peter saw it, he fell down at Jesus' knees, saying, Go away from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man. For Peter and all who were with him were astonished at the catch of the fish that they had taken. And so were James and John, Zebedee's son. Let's stop here for a while. Peter wasn't just somebody who was now starting or learning how to fish. Peter was a professional fisherman, a fisherman with PhD. Somebody who is so deep in fishing, who have experience, powerful experience in fishing. He knows when the fishes goes on vacation. He knows when the fishes goes to sleep, when they woke up. He knows where the fishes go in to play. He knows where the fishes go in to relax. He knows all the angles of the fishes. But he met somebody, and that person has never fished before. As a matter of fact, that person is a carpenter's son. So this is a carpenter's son telling a professional fisherman where to find fishes in the lake. Just think about that. But that's not where I'm going. That's not where I'm going to. Now, when you read the 10, he says, Then Jesus said to Simon, Do not be afraid. From now on, you will be catching people. So when they had brought their boat to shore, they left everything and followed him. I began to think about this particular part. Then Jesus said to Simon, Do not be afraid. From now on, you will be catching people. So when they had brought their boat to shore, they left everything and followed him. Wow. You may be professional about something. You may be so intellect about a certain skill. But you see, it's not about how intellect you are, and it's not about how professional you are, and it's not about how talented you are. I realized that it wasn't about the knowledge Peter had about fishing. It wasn't. Because if it was about the knowledge, he should have caught the fishes, because he had the knowledge. He had the knowledge. But this is beyond knowledge. And there are things that are beyond knowledge. And I began to understand them as the Holy Spirit was speaking to me. You see, I want you to look at it this way. There are times where you have skill about something. You have ideas about something. You are so professional at it. You are so good at it. But then you keep doing the thing and the thing is not progressing. It's not being successful. You keep pressing on. You know that this is how this thing works. You try everything you know you put everything you know together, you do all the knowledge you have, you put them in action, yet nothing happens. You try all the efforts, all the skills you know, you put them at work, nothing works. Have you been to that situation before? Where you are so good at the thing, you are talented about the thing, but yet nothing it's not working. You are trying everything, but it's not working. See, the problem is not you. The reason why Peter did not catch any fish wasn't about Peter, and it wasn't about Jesus. It was about one particular thing, that is purpose. You see, you can be so good at something, so professional about something, but that does not define you. That doesn't mean that is what you are destined to do. Like he said to Jeremiah, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you and I made you a prophet. Before, it didn't say after. So Jeremiah was a prophet even before her mom and father went to do their, isco, God knew him. He made him a prophet before that. So even before the parents decided to go and do their isco thing, already, God has already destined Jeremiah to be a prophet. Peter wasn't a fisherman. He may have the skills for it, but it's just a temporary thing. You may be doing something that it was working, it was going on, everything was going so smoothly. It's not everything that are demons. Sometimes we misinterpret these things, and sometimes we push it to demons and say, oh, these ones are demons. There's a spirit behind it. No, it's not all of it that are caused by demons or caused by spirit. Some of it is about who you are and what God made you to be. And sometimes when the season and the time comes, you just have to switch or shift. So Peter was fishing. He was so good at it. He was a professional. He knew how to do it. He knew how to cast the net. He knew where to find the fishes. As a matter of fact, when some of the fishes travel, he knows where they travel to and he knows where to get them. But this time around, it wasn't working. And what happened? Jesus came in. And Jesus said, Peter, it's not about the fish. It's about you. And now that you have fished more, I'm trying to let you understand that you will do more when you begin to follow the purpose which God made you for. You begin to do exploit if you start doing what God has destined you to be. And to find that is a problem, and I won't go into it. Maybe another time I'll do a video on that. So sometimes the thing you are doing that is not working, it's not you. It's not you. Maybe in the beginning you were so good at it, everything was functioning so well. But when the time comes for you to step away from it and do your primary work or your primary purpose to follow that, you just have to switch. And that is the time you just go to God and say, God, what do you want me to do? And God will show you that this is what I've destined you to do. And when you begin to do the one God has destined you to do, you see exploit. You see yourself making progress like Peter did with the fishes. Most of us, the things we are doing, they are just a temporary thing. There was a time God told me to start a cleaning business, and I started it. And the Lord told me, this thing I'm asking you to do, it's not something that is going to be there forever. I'm asking you to do it temporarily. And guess what? When the time God asked me to do the business, if at all I missed that thing and I didn't do it, I would have been in a serious trouble. But guess what? I started that business. The business went well. And God was using that business during that season of my time to provide and help me in so many ways that I never thought it could happen. But guess what? And then at a certain point, God said, okay, now reduce it. And I was becoming stubborn, and the Lord reduced it. And then at some point, I realized that no, my time for this thing is over. I have to go to the next chapter. That's how God does his things. But most of us, we just want to be there. Meanwhile, God just gave it to you temporarily. And all you need to do is to follow what God is saying. So I'm just here to let you know that the thing you are trying to do, some of you, not all of you, some of you, the thing you are trying to do that is not working, before it was working, before it was progressing, and now it's not working, nothing is going on. Do not just go down and start. If you've been binding demons and binding them and breaking grounds and doing spraying here and there, fasting, and still nothing is happening, you should sit down and go to God and say, God, what is my next chapter? What do you want me to do? Not God, every demon. No, sometimes God is the one doing that, and you can't bind him. So I will advise you, whatever you are doing that at this point it is no more working, nothing is going on, and you've been praying and fasting and trusting God for a breakthrough and nothing is happening, you should change your prayer topic and go back to the altar and say, God, show me what you want me to do. Show me why you made me, why I'm here. Show me what I have to do, and God will help you. God bless you and have a great time.